Welcome on in, everybody, this afternoon here in New York, to the fate of Tate.
I'm voting for Tate to come to New York. You have to. The content will be too good.
I think the biggest problem for everybody here is that it feels like we hired a commenter.
I think they're going to vote him to come here.
He's worried, I think. He called me on Friday. He'll bring that up, I'm sure.
You need to learn respect.
Tate Day, 12 o'clock, 3 hours till showtime. A lot of undecideds in here. I've yet to decide.
I'd say the divide between the New York and Chicago office has never been greater.
Doing fantastic. Severely regretting this.
How do you feel? What happened?
Tune in at 3.
I'm voting for Tate to come to New York. You have to. The content will be too good. And he deserves it. So I don't see why it's such like a debate. The problem is I think that people now are having a little bit of second thoughts, like they might feel bad. But right now I'm on the side of vote for him to come here, but I'm gonna meet up with our presidents Tommy and Kelly. Whatever they tell me to do, I'm gonna do. So I can be swayed. I just gotta hear what he has to say.
The list I got said Bosco wasn't gonna be here. Now Bosco's here. I like that. That's good.
Good help, yeah.
That's great news.
I don't know. I try not to be like a prick, you know. I tried to turn over another leaf, but it looks like the odds are against him. I think he's got to, as somebody who had to grovel and like fix relationships, I think he's got to basically beg his way back in and then maybe see if people show mercy on him. But it's not good.
Where do you see the vote as a whole, like for that?
I think they're going to vote him to come here. Right now I'm voting no. You just leave him there, but we'll see. I got to live with these people too, so I could get swayed.
Very, very happy Dave asked me to do it. Always love a good Dave assignment. This is the most uncomfortable I've ever been. Hasn't even started yet. Nate's got a speech ready. Like I'm gonna be right there next to this kid whose life might be turned upside down, and then Nate's just firing darts at him, and I gotta sit there like this. Nate's brain is broken today. Just want to let you know.
Sometimes you know when, and you probably remember this, you know, like when we have a potential Bosco break, we have a potential Nate break today.
Tate Day, 12 o'clock, 3 hours till showtime. A lot of undecideds in here. I've yet to decide. I don't know. No problem. I don't know, man.
I didn't even hesitate. Like, absolutely, I want to do it. Someone's like, you don't even have to do it. No, fuck that. Like, I'll always do anything they say. Like, but it doesn't mean I'm not uncomfortable already. Yeah. I do secondhand embarrassment terribly. Like, I'm already like shaking. I can just, there's gonna be one comment that's just gonna make my skin crawl. Just weird back and forth. So we'll see. And then I also, the irony of all it is, if we move him, I've had nothing to do with any of this, and I'm the one who's the face of being like, yeah, you're fucking moving, brother.
Hey. Hello. Today's the day.
Yep.
It's a big day, big vote day. They're setting it all up. There's graphics, there's stools, there's like 100 chairs over there. It's big stuff. No Tate, though. I've yet to see him. I don't know if he's here hiding or I just haven't seen him. I don't know. He's worried. He's worried, I think. He called me on Friday. He'll bring that up, I'm sure. It was a fine phone call, but it was also a really weird phone call. It's almost like he is trying to get out of the bit, but he's like so stuck in it, so he'll start off in the bit and then like fall out of it and then get back into it. It's bizarre shit. Like he might have like a split personality situation happening, so we'll see what he has to say.
Ron, how are we doing today?
Doing fantastic. Severely regretting this.
Leave that here. Tate need to stay his punk ass in the city. He ain't ready for Chicago life. Pussy.
Oh, Nick, hey, this bad thing that happened, do you think it's bad?
Yeah, dude. Leave me the fuck alone.
I mean, he's gonna be able to say his piece. He's steamroll. He's fair. He should get a fair shake.
How many people got to vote?
Like 24, maybe 25. I think it's depending on like a couple people. It's like 24, 25.
Is everybody on it?
Yeah. So we'll see. We'll see. Do you want to vote? There was a moment where I felt like 60 people were voting. Like it sounded, they were like, well, Kareem's name was thrown around. Neek's name was thrown out. I'm like, yeah, let's just have like upstairs vote. Like everyone should just walk in and like.
Sparky gets a vote.
Yeah.
What do you guys? Where do you see it going?
I'm in the green room. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't have much of a say here. I'm not content, I guess, which is fine. I think it's going to be based on who picked it. I'd say he's going to end up coming here.
I also don't have a vote. Now, why is that? I think he probably gets voted to come. Judging by the panel of people.
Yeah.
It seems awfully curated, if you ask me. But.
Yeah. A lot of people that don't sit out in the content area here. Ever.
Yeah.
Some people on that voting panel don't even have a desk out here. But that's interesting. It's just stuff you gotta think about. Not for me to think about, but some people should think about it.
Well, I don't know who he is, so I have to first Google it, and then, depending how big his cock is or how cute he is, then I'll decide if he should work here or not.
Yeah.
I don't know him, but I don't think he makes enough money to live in New York City. If he moves here, he's gonna have to slum it. So maybe that's the punishment. Move here and have to live in a bad neighborhood with 7 roommates. No, not a lot of people remember that, especially during an election year, that Kelly Keeks is the president. So I think she gets final vote anyway, and there's so much sexual tension between the two of them. I think they should
fuck it out.
Fuck it out.
Yeah.
For content.
I'd watch.
I'm gonna vote. Don't come here. We have enough people already.
Currently, it's right down the middle until I see him probably kiss someone's feet, and then I'll send him back home and. Who cares? Depends how his demeanor is. It depends what Vibs thinks. Whatever Vibs thinks, I'm on his side. But yeah, if he kisses Nate's feet, I'll send him back to Chicago.
Yeah, that's kind of what I want. Like I have no idea how I want to vote, but if this is content and this is a thing, I just want to see him kiss Nate's feet.
Yeah,
because
very funny.
That's funny.
Yeah, and I don't care anymore. Let him do what he wants.
If he's in Chicago, great. If he's here, great. I don't really care. I think he goes back to Chicago.
I think that right now, the office is a 50-50. I think it's truly right down the line. I think originally we all wanted to vote him here, but now people are having second thoughts, because do you really want to sit with a guy like that every day? We have it good here in New York. I love the people I work with. The vibes are immaculate. I think we're split. We'll have to wait and see.
You're gonna be waiting off set, and Jeff will call you off.
What time's Dave coming?
He's on the call.
Oh, is he?
Yeah. Oh, he's not here.
Yeah, that's right, inmate.
What's up? I missed you.
Did you really?
I really did. I said that. I went back and said that
It's
you're
'cause
my
I'm
favorite
black.
person. You know what? You know what that
I
man?
respect that. But I think you should stay. What you thinking? You wanna stay?
No. I want you to come with.
No, the fuck I don't. You ain't ready for Chicago life, baby boy.
Brother, I've been there for 6 months.
6 months ain't long enough for your ass. You need to come to the city, inmate.
Do you like it or no?
I might tap that.
So there's a stool right beside Jeff. It's a red stool. That's never good.
Hold on, I gotta get my speeches out. I don't know where the fuck they are. Hold on. Okay, this is the second one. I don't know where the first one is. It might be upstairs. I gotta go get it from upstairs, I think. Tell Rob sorry.
Okay.
What do you want? What the fuck do you want from me, dude? Oh, yeah. Have you been watching the Yankees streams? Yeah, man, on and off. I don't know what the fuck you want from me.
You're voting for who? No, you're voting for Pat, so it's 24.
Who's voting for Pat?
Me. Joey.
Do we throw it out because he's not here?
Yeah.
Okay. Pat's not voting.
That's my complaint with this whole thing. The communication's been terrible. I was told Pat's allowed to absentee vote, Francis isn't. 2 seconds later, everything changes. 2 seconds before it starts, everything changes. There will be an asterisk by this if it doesn't go my way. This whole thing has been fraudulent. It's a witch hunt.
Show's going to open. Jeff is going to explain everything. Tate is going to have his opening statement. There are designated speakers who will come up and stand, give their spiel. Jeff will then, if there's extra time, hit some quick questions or call in a few more people.
Is Tate speaking first?
Yep, he opens up with a statement. Welcome on in, everybody. This afternoon here in New York to the fate of Tate. Our colleague, Ohio Tate, will find out if he is living in Chicago, where he currently lives, or packing up his life and moving to the Big Apple in Manhattan. Ohio State, everybody.
Hey, girl. Oh. What's up, guys? Where am I sitting?
Unexpected right there,
Right
sir.
here? Not a warm welcome.
Win yesterday.
What's up, Joey? Some people might say that I punched down, but in reality, I think I've picked the easy targets. And the easiest target has been the New York office as a whole, despite having many extremely successful shows and brands, and I obviously know that. So today I'm gonna take the loss, because everyone in this business has to take a loss at some point. And after all the shit that I've dished out, it is certainly my turn to eat some. Actually, you know what? I do take one part back where I say that everyone has to take a loss. Because you know who refuses to take a loss? Dave Portnoy. The person who put me in this situation. I worked part-time for 5 years, writing both about Ohio sports and blogging funny articles. You never took much notice. To the point where I had to email you 3 times that I wasn't getting paid for my entire first year. But then I wrote 2 blogs trashing New York City employees, and you were in my DMs the next day. You created this, you rewarded this, and then when you sent me here, you acted surprised that I continued what I was rewarded for and what I thought you wanted out of the trip. I specifically asked you, should I stop? And you said no. Maybe a better answer would have been yes, or else I will ruin your life.
I don't know. That was a wild speech. He may be a psychopath.
Thank you, Dave. My speech is less about Tate specifically. It's more about the narrative around the New York office as a whole that's gone on for the past year. So all that's happened in the New York office over the past 5 years is we've lost people, we've lost people, we've lost people. And so when you say things like, when you tweet last week, like, New York office folded when Dave and Big Cat left, like, no fucking shit. Yeah. Like, we lost the 2 biggest personalities in sports media and a lot of other really talented people. There was always gonna be like a tough adjustment period during that. The online comments about it are one thing that doesn't really bother me. Maybe when I was 22 that would have bothered me more, now whatever. What does bother me is when it comes from somebody inside the company and when it's not really ever refuted loudly by anybody else inside the company outside of us defending ourselves. It leads to that narrative that even Barstool thinks the New York office sucks, and it gives like a validity to that online narrative, and I think that's really bad for 2 reasons. One, I'd say the divide between the New York and Chicago office has never been greater. I'll just say that. Like, I think these last few weeks, like, it's only natural when you constantly see Chicago's better than New York, Chicago's better than New York. It's natural for people in Chicago to get this sense of superiority and be like, oh, those fucking losers in New York. And it's natural for people in New York to have sort of an unfair resentment towards people in Chicago. It's not their fault what people are saying. And the other thing is, I think it's almost getting to a point, or it's gotten to a point where it's gonna legitimately have a bad impact on some of our careers. And it's just bullshit and it has to stop. And I'm not saying you're completely to blame for that at all. I certainly don't think you've helped, but there is, like, we could be better as an office, I agree, but like I said, there's other factors. So I don't completely blame you for that, but you really have not helped, and that does bother me.
I think the biggest problem for everybody here is that it feels like we hired a commenter. And a commenter came in like a fox in the hen house sort of thing, where it's the lowest hanging fruit, and you get all that feedback from, you know, hundreds of people on Twitter, but at the end of the day, it's a microscopic amount of fans. And so, you know, we always kind of were like above that, and I feel like you were more in the mix of commenters rather than a blogger. And I think that is the real problem from a content point of view.
I'll be honest with you. Professionally, it would not ruin my life to come here. I would like to be in Chicago. Personally, it would ruin my life to come to New York. So I would like to stay in Chicago for that reason. And I think that this whole thing is a great way to bury the hatchet.
Frank, quick comment, Frank.
Yeah, take
Frank,
Frank.
we're running short on time, Frank, but yeah, you
know,
can toss it out there.
What I say is this: you need to learn respect. You need to learn respect for the New York office. You haven't shown any respect or contrition. I wanted to see contrition here. I did not see any contrition from you.
This wasn't planned. You never know what Frank's gonna say.
I don't want to ruin your life either, but I say this: you should have to spend at least 2 months here, working here, a 2-month probationary period. And if at the end of that probationary period, we think that you've learned your lesson, you can go back to Chicago.
Never been given the honor of letting the dog off the leash. May never get the chance to do it again. So Nate, floor is yours. Nate, you what? You're just going to take the podium.
This is gonna be the hardest.
I should have just fucking seen that.
You can sit there.
I'm not going to sit in your seat.
If you let the dog off the leash, you gotta fucking let the dog do whatever he wants.
I do not believe you for a second when you say your plan was to apologize. I think your entire speech you gave was an act, a pathetic last-ditch effort, and a complete sham. I think the only reason you are apologizing now is because Dave decided your actions should have consequences. But if he didn't, you never would have called Kelly on Friday begging for forgiveness, and we wouldn't be here right now. You salivate as you sit on Twitter reading replies that call Kelly a whore, or say I should be fired, or that the entire office should be shut down. That's how I know it wasn't just content to you. The fact you never stepped in once and asked your incel followers to lighten up or to stop harassing her shows to me that you not only enjoyed it, but you encouraged it. But Tate, at the end of the day, I need to listen to my gut and do what my former foe turned good friend would want me to do. Not stand up here and bash you, I'm not gonna do that, but I'm gonna choose love. As someone who has taken content way too far before, again, you have to stop ripping me off. I'm flattered, but come on. I never want a content mistake to impact my real life. You're still a pussy, you're still a liar, and you're still a fraud. But if Smitty can forgive Dave, I can forgive you too. I'm voting for you to stay in Chicago.
Thank you, Nate.
You're welcome.
Is this a real one? Thank you.
You all have parchment in front of you. Please write down your vote, either Chicago or New York. I will come collect them, and then we will count them, and then we will decide what Tate's fate will be.
What's half of 23? 12. He needs 12. If not.
What did you say?
2 months.
Next vote. 2 months in New York. Frank, I think that's just I don't know if that's it's a no vote. Next vote. Clemmer. Chicago. 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 Chirac. Chicago. Ohio State will be staying in Chicago.
Yay!
Take all the remaining votes for Chicago.
Thank you, guys.
Congratulations, brother. Good job, brother. Always great.
We're happy this is over.
Oh my God, bro. That was brutal. I was about to vote myself to Chicago after that fucking bullshit.
26,000 people watching.
Concurrently?
So yeah.
Ugh.
So people were into it.
Yeah, but what was their attitude must have been like, this fucking blows.
The comments were divided. We'll put it that way.
Between what and what?
What are we doing here and what was the point?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna go expense the fattest steak on Dave Portnoy's dime.
Nick, did you happen to catch that? Yeah, dude, I saw it. Everybody was fucking watching it. What do you want from me? Fucking moron.
Are you a Penn State guy?
No, I'm not. I don't watch college football.
You do to troll.
He watches it to troll. That's the only.
I'm not a fan of it.
Remember when Spencer Rattler threw like 600 yards against Tennessee?
Yeah,
He bought a Spencer Rattler shirt to wear in front of Big T's face.
My number one complaint about the New York office is this motherfucker right here. Because I think we could be great friends. But you fucking hated on me last week.
Oh, but that was.
That's just
what he said. What did he say?
When he got me with the can I have a peep?
Oh, but that's
like fourth grade stuff. That's like a fastball.
That's him stretching in the bullpen.
What you've been doing during these Yankee streams, all timer.
Yeah, it's having fun.
Just having fun.
I mean, yeah. Garrett Cole on the bump tomorrow,
Then
and then anything can happen. One game at a time.
Judge gets a hit.
Pigs will fly.
Can
before that
anything
fucking
happen?
happens. They have to win in spite of him. I will never defend him again.
Old
What's it
Yankee
about?
Stadium would not have this happen.
I agree.
The aura
There's no ghosts here.
of back in the day compared
It's a
to
bunch
now.
of coastal elites who got their tickets from their corporation.
That is true. This is your TikTok crowd, by the way. Just saying, this is your crowd.
TikTok Is who? crowd?
that won't boo.
No, the TikTok crowd is actually more on the side of
Yes.
boo. It's the Twitter side.
No, it's
that
the
is-
Twitter side. It's
TikTok has the most rational people
Yes.
on the internet.
He's actually not wrong. No. He's
Twitter
right.
has the least.
You're talking to this guy
TikTok
right now
has the
about
most-
rap.
Yeah,
no, like this is, and
Yeah.
also we've been
Twitter
on
is the furthest removed from reality. TikTok is reality.
TikTok is the most attached to reality. And the kids, they keep saying the next generation's bad. The next generation's all right.
These Zoomers are gonna save this country.
Yeah, they are.
Here's the thing about Aaron Boone. He's not a manager. He's a teammate. We all love Aaron. He's so nice to us. Your manager shouldn't be your friend. He's your fucking boss.
Yeah, well, Joe Mazzulla is loved by his players.
It's different. He commands respect.
Aaron Judge is the boss. He's the captain.
Aaron,
he's the captain.
Aaron Judge loves going to bat for Aaron Boone because he's
captain.
a loser and he's attracted to losers. So, this guy will never get on me.
Who voted him captain? You guys?
No, Hal made him.
Aaron Boone?
Hal, when they resigned. I hate this current team. No, I hate if they'll get swept and it means that Boone and Cashman is gone and they'll make changes. Yeah, sorry.
I'm never gonna the guy that went to the World Series. That was George,
Play
not
the
Hal.
fucking AL Central. He's 6-18. Aaron Boone 6-18 in the playoffs. 0 series wins against non-AL Central.
You have a bad team. I don't hate any of your players. Maybe one. Back in the day, the Yankees. Cole probably. If I had to think of one person that I didn't like, that would be the guy I hate. But back in like Jeter, Posada.
But I feel like you couldn't hate Jeter.
Cox, Brocious.
There has to always be a level of respect with Derek.
Tommy's respected so he could chant Derek Jeter.
That roll call was electric.
Oh yeah.
You know, Tommy wants to make fun of Mets fans for losing an NLCS. How was he gonna feel when I pop champagne in his face after the Yankees lose the World Series? Let's go get champagne and make fun of Tommy and the guys.
What's your play though, Meek? Is it pour it on yourself or attempt to get them wet?
I'll chuck the vibes of the room first. You may have to make an audible, but. All right, the bubbly is secured. Let's hope Dodgers finish it off tonight.
Great, all ranch.
Yeah, my life sucks. It's official. My life stinks.
Why'd you do the Meek voice? That's what it's his new
No, it's my voice. Wings, fries, Dr. Pepper, and a baseball game with the boys? Don't mind if I do.
This is how we get back! Yes! This is how we get back!
Ball security! That guy's a kid.
Oyster!
Take his glove! He's taking his glove! Eat your heart out! You have found your dream Yankee fan! This is the guy who KFC always talks about! And he nailed it! You're my Yankee fan!
Showed more heart than the entire Yankee team.
Yes. Like an oyster, dude.
I thought Mookie was gonna have no glove after that. The kid just took his glove and it's gone. So.
The other guy defended him too. It's awesome.
I love that he is.
Let's go, Watson!
That is how you change the momentum. I love that. You got an absolute scumbag Yankee fan.
Tom, how you feeling?
I feel good. Woke up a lot more optimistic than I did yesterday. Agreed. We got those scumbag Yankee fans coming in today. We got Francesa.
Oh, they're coming official?
They're coming in the office, yeah. Nice. They saved the season.
They did.
Those people saved the season, and if Yankee Stadium doesn't build him a statue, I will with my bare fucking hands.
Taking the ball in the glove, I don't think it's bad, but grabbing the guy's wrist, like, I don't think do that.
I disagree. The ball, his wrist was in their seats.
I don't think they were.
It was right in their seats.
I think Francesa will clip Meek's balls a little bit. Just by his presence, he won't say anything to do that. But I think Meek will tone down the troll antics tonight.
Yes.
I think there's levels to trolling. I was like, he will view Francesa as a higher air of like, do not touch, and he'll calm it down.
Yeah, I could see him like chirping at Tommy.
Yeah.
Or like chirping at Marty, but everything used Francesa.
That adds to it as well.
I would assume so.
I would assume as well.
But he's young.
He is
young. Yeah.
He probably knows the significance.
He knows the
though.
lore.
Yeah.
Sure.
Of like of whatnot. But like it's like I don't think he would troll Dave or Big Cat. So it's like he's not going to troll Francesa.
Yeah, I'm excited. You're watching a baseball game with Mike Francesa. That's like every New York kid's dream, I guess. Like, it's gonna be fun.
You're still gonna keep up the same level of troll.
I might be more respectful. Because we have a guest, like a big guest, Mike Francesa coming in. I'll be more respectful, but we'll see.
What's his name? Austin. What?
Capabianco.
Oh my god.
It's like the most
It's
perfect
unbelievable.
Yankee Italian name.
This
you
guy's
can have.
incredible. He saved our season. We're gonna win the World Series now. We have to greet him with open arms, and he's gonna teach us how to rip a ball out of Mookie Betts' hand.
Yeah.
And
Respectfully.
it's gonna be awesome. I can't wait to see him.
Just good fans, good old fans. They just want to win. That's it.
Coming in.
I don't like them.
Okay.
They're Yankees fans, typical Yankees fans.
Oh my God, Are you gonna tackle them?
They're probably gonna come in with the wife beaters, the chains out. Right? We're not letting them in.
I'm pissed, man. Yeah, fucking pissed. I get it. I get it.
You just got called. They said you got banned.
Well, we didn't even call. We had last night before I got booted. I'm friendly with the security because I've been booted a good amount of time. You know, for when I was younger. You know, and pushed the envelope a little bit. But I go, can I come back tomorrow? And they said you can, but when you wouldn't go download the tickets or get transferred from my brother, like they're not showing up.
Damn, they got
So
you.
there was one dude I actually talked to last night, some dude from ESPN or whatever, and I saw that he called me, and I picked up. He goes, "I heard the MLB banned you from the game." I was like, okay. I was like, that could be why our tickets weren't showing up. I was like, whatever. I kind of expected it. You know, it was whatever. But the fact that we couldn't use our tickets, like, are they just gonna leave our seats open?
Yeah.
Like,
We were wondering that. They should be like a rope. No one should be able to sit there tonight.
Like, but I mean, those are 4 primetime seats in the biggest game of the fucking year.
Yeah,
like, I mean, like, what are we doing?
You know we won because of you, right?
Yeah. We didn't do anything. Let's win tonight.
Yeah, but
and let's figure it out. Let's figure it out. We figured it out.
This guy's got a full uniform.
It's
been like this the whole time.
I did that. I started doing that in 16 and 17. And we just kept losing. I go, I can't do this. Ball. It's the sliding gloves, the Soto sliding gloves.
We're gonna recreate it. Style will be Mookie.
Oh, good.
And you can rip it out of my hands.
I need an extra hand.
No,
my boy failed me.
You were the other guy, right?
No, my boy didn't come. The one who grabbed Mookie's arm. He's trying not to get fired.
To the right.
He's trying not to get fired. I can't get fired, but so that works. We always talk about football, and there never has been one in every game I've been to. This situation has never arose, but just in case it happens, we know what we're doing. Ideally, we would have hit the ball while it was in the air. We're not reaching into the field of play. Right. You know, like, we may have if it came down to that, but that ball was on the wall in front of my...
No, that's your ball.
It was in my mouth.
Yeah,
I mean, basically. And I go, I can't not do something right now. This ball may not be secured yet. You know, like, let's try to see if we could, you know...
It was pretty secure.
It was pretty secure. Once you put your hand in the glove, I mean, I'm getting booted no matter what, so I might as well fucking just rip the thing out.
When you're grabbing it open,
the best is when he just grabbed his arm. I felt that was probably crossing the line,
That's
but it
the
was,
one where
it
it's
was
like,
fucking hilarious in the video.
I think you could admit, obviously, grabbing the arm, probably stupid.
Too much.
Also, that was fucking hysterical. You prying it open.
Prying it open. And I was like, that motherfucker made a great play on that ball.
Great
play? Like, what the fuck?
Is there any part of you, when you throw it out, they're like, hey, it's gonna be a foul ball?
Maybe. It'd be great if they just stopped playing it on fucking every single...
Well, that's not gonna happen.
I know, but I mean, and obviously you get the people complaining. One person complains, security's gonna come yelling. And then one person complains online, let alone all these famous talking heads or whatever, be like, that's not right. You know, they shouldn't do that. But what did I do besides just try to extend the at-bat? All I wanted to do. We didn't swear, we didn't do anything. Like, we did stuff, but it was...
You couldn't have scripted. You can't script this guy.
No.
You can't write up a script.
That's incredible.
He gave us everything and more.
That's incredible.
That's what you want. This is what you want.
Now, Tommy Scabelli, who's known as Tommy Smokes at Barstool. That's Tommy Smokes to you and me. And he went to Fordham, so I'm always going to support a Fordham guy. He said he doesn't think those guys did anything wrong. Tommy, it's Michael, Don, and Peter. How you doing? Hey, Tommy.
Good. How are you? Good to talk again. Been a while.
How could you look at that and say the guys didn't do anything wrong?
So I do think if we're picking anything that's too far, it is the friend touching Mookie Betts' wrist. He even acknowledged that himself when he came in. He was like, that was probably too far. I think the fan that I'm talking about mainly, that's like the most viral fan, all he was trying to do was rip the ball out of the glove. There was no intent of hurting him. I think just the immediate reaction to me, and I would think a lot of people should just be, that's just a funny clip. That's just a classic Yankee fan being a classic Yankee fan. And people acting like they, cut Mookie Betts' head off and should be thrown in prison, I think are a tad too far.
A, things that we actually do in life shouldn't be done just because they make for a good clip. And furthermore, like, doesn't that become a blurry line of like, I'm sticking my hand in the glove, I'm pulling the ball, where does that line get too blurry? Shouldn't the line be drawn at, you absolutely don't touch a player ever?
I think when you're in the moment like that, you're just like, here's a ball, let me do everything I can to make sure this isn't caught and this is't a recorded out. And he did say to us, he was like, yeah, I thought there was a chance the umpire was going to... He might as well. I mean, we need to, like, he showed some heart. He's trying to win a baseball game.
No, but he's not trying to win a baseball game.
Yes, he is. He's trying to win a baseball game. We're down 3-0 in the World Series. He's doing what he can.
Tommy, I absolutely love how much you love this team, but this guy is not on the Yankees.
I understand that.
Paid for a ticket, but you're not. You're saying he's trying to win a game. No, Mookie Betts is trying to win a game. This is a slovenly pig who's hanging out there trying to interrupt a professional.
And guess what? If Mookie Betts wants to win, he's got to go through this slovenly pig to get that ball and to hold on to it.
Tommy, you went to Fordham. You're better than this. I know you're better.
I'm not.
Come on, be honest with me. There is no way you share this opinion. If that were Dodger Stadium and that was Judge's glove and some fan is pointing at his glove in that exact moment, you would probably have a completely different opinion.
That would be absolutely despicable behavior. No, just...
I mean, this has been very entertaining. I appreciate it. You already admitted you know that this is nonsense because it went the other way. You'd be completely against it. You already said it earlier.
The Yankees should have different rules.
Thanks, Tommy.
All right, see you guys.
Thank you. Yeah, that does.
That went well. Bodied him.
With freaking Don LaGreca?
Yeah, and Michael.
Just tell him I hate him. How'd it go?
No. I think it went pretty well. I don't know. I mean, it was a little bit like I don't want to say it was troll, but a little. You know, I was like going back and forth.
Did
but
you say
they
the
were.
Kings coming in tonight? Is that what it was about?
No, it was about the fan because we tweeted out the clip and they were like, oh, blah 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 blah.
You should have been like, we actually have like it's funny that I'm doing the second best New York radio sports show of all time because we actually have the King coming in.
Did you tell Rosenberg that we went an hour on
He left that out.
ripping him for no reason last night? Well, no reason. He sucks, but.
How are you, buddy? Jack, very nice to meet you.
How are you, Jack?
I am thrilled, like you would not believe. Me and my dad would listen to you every single morning. It was crazy.
No, he did tell me. We met before on radio last year.
Are you Tommy Smokes?
Smokes.
Yeah, Tommy Smokes. I was going to mention you to me. So you're a big Yankee fan, and obviously, all you guys Yankee fans?
Oh yeah.
Is there any like Met fan trying to act like a Yankee fan?
No. You got the tag.
Where's the Yankees? I can tell you this right now: the Yankees would rather lose in 4 straight to the Dodgers than lose to the Mets in 7. You realize that? They did not want to lose to the Mets, and I think I'm going to tell you this right now. I think they would have lost to the Mets.
I think so too.
I think the Mets were better. But
come on, we can't.
What's going on here?
No, I like this.
No, we did.
We gotta have positive vibes.
This team was good.
And in the World Series.
Yeah, well, the American.
They took the express route. They played the Guardians and the Royals.
We gotta win this game.
Hey, the Orioles and Astros did lose to those teams, though. So you got to take that into account.
I don't know how he's going to react to the games. He said he's not a Cole guy. I'm a huge Cole guy. I don't know if we're going to do fist pumps, high fives, leave him alone. I think we're just going to leave him alone. Let him do his thing. Frank and him. Meek Phil, I'm locked in. Is Meek Phil going to chirp Mike Francesa tonight? Is he going to say some things? Because I'll go to bat for Mike and just totally destroy that bear if it comes down to it. That bear's got to go. But this is going to be very cool.
What? You guys allowed to talk about Portnoy? You're not allowed to talk about him. Is he? Where is he?
Greatest man is over there.
Where is he?
He's in Miami right now.
That's all he does, I'm telling you.
I agree.
No, yeah. We're looking
He
at
does
two
too.
Portnoy guys.
You guys have to pledge allegiance.
Two of us particularly.
It's well deserved.
Well deserved.
Yeah.
Just another guy.
We've been in the trenches with him.
Tate fucked around and almost found out.
God! Oh, go!
You eat every fucking word you ever fucking said about me. No, you should. You should. That's a clutch home run.
That's the first time he hasn't pulled off a pitch in 2 weeks.
That's a good sign. We're hitting right center. Beauty.
Oh, baby!
have to understand as a fan, you are not participating. You cannot go to take the ball out of the player's glove. I mean, if I how about if Betts hauls off and whacks him in the jaw with a puck?
Well, that's another story. It didn't happen.
But if it did, is that okay?
No.
But the point is, Betts would be right. I mean, that guy was almost assaulting him.
He was going for the ball. The other French
What do you mean? What right does he have to the ball?
He's trying to win a World Series, Mike.
You act like he's part of the team.
He basically
He's
exactly
going
what
for
they
the ball.
said. He basically
What, is he trying to force a fumble?
You should get a ring if they win.
A ring!
Oh my God!
Uh-oh. Is he running?
Oh boy.
Oh no. That's really bad.
What the hell happened there?
No.
Oh.
No! What is going on? What is he doing? Where's Cole though?
Where's
Cole's gotta be Where's Cole?
That's just how you lose a World Series.
A lot of ball game left here.
Unbelievable text from security. Security Mike just texted me, I'm going to drive into the city and choke the fuck out of Meekville.
I got the same text.
I'm going to choke the fuck out of Meekville.
Congratulations to the Los Angeles Dodgers on winning the World Series. Congratulations to Dukes. You are now off on Saturday. You're going to do a stream. Jenks, help me pop open this champagne. 'Cause I've never done that before.
What is Freddie Freeman, 1 to 500 MVP?
That's what you get when you watch the best two teams in the world play, right? Let's go, boys! Woohoo!
We got Dodgers.
That was pathetic. That was pathetic by me.
Anyone want champagne? Anyone? Dudes, you want some? I'll wear it.
You getting close, man. You getting close.
Meek honestly does, like, he's whatever. He's a Mets troll. I don't care. But
Tough night, boys. Tough night. Brutal, man.
Historical night.
This is one of the worst ones. Worst nights of my life. This is brutal. This is going to be remembered as one of the great meltdowns of all time.
What an honor to watch that with my friends.
Yes, you got to watch one of the really Yankee,
that inning.
one of the really Yankee catastrophes of all time.
My father got a job at a pub restaurant. My Uncle Junior worked there at the time. He was actually a Jehovah's Witness. He went from Catholic to Jehovah, believe it or not. So my mother's in the bathroom, teasing her hair with a bottle of vodka like Aunt Margaret. Long story short, the meat bills were burnt. All right, you ready? She still has one bag left. It's 3 a.m. The Village Tavern just kicked you out for non-payment.
You guys doing a Halloween skit or just?
We just did our episode. We're homosexuals. You're not allowed to ask those questions, especially during an election year. Tell him Tate can still live in Chicago, but we have to give him a double blowjob in these costumes.